it going to work now? Is this working? Hey, everybody, is this working? Can you hear me? I think we got it working, right? Let me see if I got the volume. Can you guys hear me? Yes? No? Man, that's not good. We got to get that fixed, right? Hey, everybody. Tom here. Just getting the camera and all that situated. So, hi, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. Pleasure. Can you see me? Let's see if this is the case. Can you see me? Hopefully, yes, no, yes. Don't say cut out already. I didn't even friggin' start. This is horrible. This program is brought to you by irony, the drug that will keep you sane as you're going through this, right? So, all right, good to see you guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Coronavirus Central Unscripted, the show where Tom says whatever he thinks, and you guys stay here because you got nothing better to do. Welcome to the show. Good to see you here. It is, what is it? Friday. Long week, hasn't it been? It is Friday, March 6th, 2020. I am your host, Tom Kaczynski, and we are here to talk about all things coronavirus related and maybe some things that aren't. Sorry if I had some problems with the show today. I'll tell you a backstory on it. So I uploaded the episode. It's an hour 51, which I didn't think it was going to be. I was really trying for an hour 30, but there was just too many news stories to cover, too much of the science. And I know that I don't always do the best job of getting the science words exactly right, but hopefully I'm getting the concepts across in a way you can understand. That's the big goal of what I'm trying to accomplish. Also, in case it happens, as it does from time to time, this stream cuts out, just hold on for a second. What I do is I post the link in here and I restart it. I've got this down to a friggin' science at this point. I don't know why I've had so many problems, but I thought it was interesting today that my stream, my podcast actually kept cutting out when I was talking about some of the ways the UK NHS was looking at things. And who knows if it's a conspiracy or not. I mean, at this point, I'm prepared to believe anything. The wheels have come off the wagon. So I hope everyone here is doing well tonight. I'm certainly trying to do the best I can. If you hear random noises in the background, that's Mrs. Kaczynski. Dana's over there in the corner. So everyone always likes to say hi to Dana. And I always tell people, she doesn't believe me, but I tell her every episode, people would rather be talking to her than talking to me. And why wouldn't you? You know, she's more interesting and she's certainly more attractive. I mean, the beard helps, but let's be honest, hair doesn't grow everywhere, right? Everyone's saying hi to Dana. So there you go. See? Well, you can see you're watching, aren't you?
No.
So I thought you're looking at the chat. You look at the chat.
For a second, because I was sharing.
What are you doing? You have something better to do?
I was sharing it.
All these people, we got 30 people here who think this is exciting. What do you have to do that's better? Why don't you share with the
I'm
group?
sitting next to you. I have front row seats. I don't need to watch.
Exactly.
The chat.
Now you're being rude. Do you believe this? This is ignorant. Ignorant. Okay. So anyway, like I was saying, we had a problem with the show earlier today. I don't know what ended up happening. Where when I uploaded, and I'll just give you some background, some behind the scenes information before we get into the details. Because I try to keep this loose. I try to keep it fun. We're going to answer a lot of questions. It's a very difficult topic. There's going to be a lot of bad news. Pick your vice and attack it with great gusto. That's what I recommend. So what did we do? Today I was doing the episode, and what I do is I have my iPhone and I have my iPods in, you know, because I'm being a brat, a yuppie up in the woods here, and I'm listening to it, and I'm going ahead and I'm sharing the news and the stories and going through it, and I record the whole thing, and I use Voice Records 7 Pro because honestly, I am not good at technology, and what ends up happening is that converts the file to a YouTube file for me because that way I don't have to do it. If I have to convert it manually, which I do know how to do at this point, it's an ugly process. The file gets too big, nothing works right, and there's 100 different problems. So I don't know if that's something we wanted to go through or not, but what happens is when it doesn't upload right the first time, I have all of these problems and I can't get it to upload. So I did eventually get it to upload to the main server for the podcast. Although it took me an hour and a half to realize that I was giving people a truncated program, which I really feel bad about because obviously I'm not trying to do that. But, you know, we had to figure it out. And it probably cost me some viewers. Apparently not. We're up on 14,400 and we're just hitting the Pacific Coast drive time. So that's about right. I average like 16, 17,000 a day. Excuse me. When things go badly, I peak at about 20,000. But not that I want to wish for bad news, but that's just how it is. I understand people panic. We hit 100,000 cases worldwide today. Exciting. It's probably wrong by an order of magnitude, and that people are ready for different things. But I hear you, Mr. Silver. I feel like no one trying to get everyone on the arc. Yeah, and they're a bunch of stubborn goats that don't want to listen. It's certainly a challenge. So anyway, so it took a while to get the episode uploaded today, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I eventually got the right one up, and I will work hard to make sure that it works in the future. I can't promise we won't have technical difficulties, but as some of you may know, and if you don't already, we have a Kickstarter that is launching for this. I expect all of you to endorse it. Otherwise, you're not going to have the joy of my company, and it's only going to cost you about the amount of a cup of coffee, so I can do this full time. Otherwise, I have to go back to writing books about stuff you don't care about right now, and I'm happy to do that. Honestly, I'll sleep better, but you guys probably like the information. So let's go ahead, and I put a link up so you can see what that is. Go ahead, follow it. It'll come live on Monday, and hopefully I get there. And if I get there big enough, what I'm going to do is begin building a full intelligence network to make this happen. Because let's be honest, intelligence seems to be in short supply these days, especially at the the Centers for Disease Control. They've done a terrible job, continue to do a terrible job. What I'm going to do for today is start lining up your questions. We're going to do that. I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview of what I am looking at for the day ahead. And this is, I didn't want to do a show tomorrow. Actually, I wanted to take tomorrow off, but there's just some stuff I want to go through. We'll definitely go into a lot of detail on the show, but today I'm just going to kind of touch on these things briefly. There's an article, this came from Business Insider. It's a February presentation. It was hosted by the American Hospital Association, and there was the leaked presentation the U.S. hospitals are using to prepare, which estimates 96 million people will get coronavirus in the U.S. That's about a quarter of the people. And 48,000, well, actually, it's more like 28%. And 488,000 deaths. So they're estimating a case fatality rate of 0.5. Now, just for comparison, right now, the case fatality rate in Italy, which is a Western comparable country, is 27%. So they're only off by a factor of 50. But I guess I should be pretty happy because, frankly, they're closer than they were last week. They were off by a factor of 100. So if they just keep working at it, just about the time that none of us will need them, they'll finally get it right. Way to go, CDC. Okay, what else do we got here that I want to talk? The SXSW, South by Southwest conference is being canceled due to coronavirus, the Emerald City Comic-Con. Life has been canceled due to the coronavirus, and you know what? We're going to enjoy it as best we can. So I wanted to share that with you. Austin's beginning to have an outbreak, and I tell you, I don't share